Hey! What's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fuzzy? What's going on, people? What's good, people? It is a day of another day that we call Saturday. Anybody being said, what's gonna people? Everybody's doing everything as far as being safe on this Saturday. And if you brought anybody home, you already know what to tell you. Make sure you follow them around your house. Make sure you check everything, because at the end of the day, if they didn't bring anything, that means they come to pick up. Anyway, now this is the thing. Someone sent me a video in reference to these labels and stuff. Now, I've talked about this before, and I'm going to talk about it again. Like I said before, just my opinion, the word transgender is a career suicide. And the reason, I mean, if you don't care, I don't care. But if you're the kind of person who goes for a job and stuff and say you're trans, all they hear is, I'm a man. That's all they heard. So when you sit up there telling them, oh, I'm transgender, at that point, that girl that was in front of them that they didn't know, now they think of you as a man. Not only they think of you as a man, they start dissecting you to see if they can see the man in your face, in your hands, in your height, in your body. They start dissecting you secretly, of course, because at the end of the day, they don't want to make it seem so obvious. And then they go back behind the computer and they type in the office to let them know their interview is here and this person is transgender. Now basically, it stopped anything as far as what you may have wanted to do as far as your career and stuff. Just my opinion, if you feel like, Raven, I want people to know, you know, it is what it is. And the thing about it, I'm not saying you should be proud of who you are, but what I'm saying is that name right there is a career suicide. If you want to be taken seriously on the application, it says M or F. Honey, if you are a girl like me, you put F, and at the end of the day, they'll figure it out when they do their background check, what the case may be. But at the end of the day, when you step in front of them, you win them over. And I know it's gender discrimination, but we are in the belly of the beast. And like I said before, people are supposed to do a lot of things, but they don't do it. And if you can get through that doing stuff like that, you know, make your money at the end of the day. If they fire you, you got a lawsuit, discrimination. Anyway, this is the thing. Someone else sent me a video in reference to, I thought it was with a girl. She had said she got fired because she was transgender, but she was like, you're going to leave me out because I'm transgender. I was like, girl. And the reason I'm making this video, because she was a young girl and stuff, and I want my young people to know what's going on. A lot of things, just because society says this is what you're supposed to do, don't mean you're supposed to do it. Don't get caught up in the overloud that they're trying to tell you to basically tell people, because this is why I see it. It's like warning them, oh, that's not what, you know, I'm transgender. If you ask anyone, if you've ever been a person who's like myself and you tell them that name, they go, oh, you a dude, you a man. Now, that's all they heard. So what's the use of using that name transgender? Unless you're the kind of person who's trying to go sleep with them and have sex with them, that's a whole totally different subject. But my thing is this, as far as business, as far as careers and stuff like that, I tell you, keep your damn mouth shut, let them figure it out, and at the end of the day, it'll be what it be, and it is what it is. This is the thing. Someone else was talking in reference to a guy who was, I guess he said he identifies as they, them. You know, this is the thing. Y'all with all these damn titles got to go. You got to go. It's become confusing. I don't even understand it. I can't even keep up with all of them. And it makes everybody confused. You already got people thinking that transgender man is a man like me that's transgender. That's a transgender man. They think you a man and you're transgender. They don't think of you as a transgender woman. They think you're trans as a man. They just put it all together. And that's the kind of confusion that's being created and stuff. You know, this is the thing. So the guy was, I never knew what to call him myself, because it was like, well, if you call me a guy, then I'm a guy. If you call me a girl, I'm a girl. I guess he's gender non-conforming, but the case would be, listen, I don't know why y'all need these labels to live your life. Hello, my name is Raven. That's all you need to know. At the end of the day, you do your whispers and you figure the fuck out. But I don't understand why y'all need labels to live your life. Labels belong on shoes, what size of shoes, that's a label. Labels belong on food, what am I about to eat? Labels is on I guess designer clothes, but the everybody designer clothes. You know, not on people. Because the thing about it is those labels have discrimination labels. And it's going to stop a lot of your blessings from coming. And another thing, like I said before, if we were introduced to each other as far as the races and stuff, because we got the race war going on, it's uprising, and I'm watching the KKK starting to get their things as far as the rising and stuff, and, you know, coming on, I guess because they feel as though they're being discriminated against and they're getting a little nervous because they feel like black people or the minorities are taking over. But I'm going to tell you this is my opinion, but I said before, I knew that was coming. And the reason why I knew that was coming is because I couldn't believe with the, you know, you can't take one race and say, well, you can't do this, but we can. And you can't do that. These are human beings, just like you want to be respected, we should be respected. There should be no black person with a white face. There should be no white person with a black face. Let's do fair. Let's not do the bull oopala stuff. Because the thing about it is, they sit back and they talk about this. You think they don't talk about this when they're alone? So you may say, well, they did this to us, they did this, but at the end of the day, not the ones that's here, ancestors from years ago. And a lot of them that are coming up and stuff didn't do these things. But at the end of the day, they're brought up to be taught to respect you. And at the end of the day, we do things as far as disrespecting too as well. Just my opinion. I said it before. If you want to be fair, just cut it all out. Cut it all out. Stop using the, you know, the N-word. You use the N-word. You don't want them to use it, but we can use it because it means different when we use it. Listen, you can't. You just can't. That's why I don't understand. That's why this whole thing is popping up as far as the race war, because they're getting tired of it. And I talked about this before. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. We get rid of it, you get rid of it, we can start looking at our brothers and sisters as our brothers and sisters, because that's what we all are in real life. But the thing about it is that some of you will understand what I'm saying, some of you will never understand what I'm saying, some of you just don't care, because that's in the book, well, they were slaves, we were slaves and stuff. Yeah, I get that. But at the end of the day, if we still keep doing the same thing, we keep poking the bear, we're going to end up in a race war. We are. And I think it's so unnecessary. At the end of the day, we could be looking at, that's that damn label again, that whites and black. If we was introduced to them as, this is one of your brothers, that's lighter skin, this is your brother, this dark skin, but it gives me, things would be so much different. But we're introduced to each other through hate and stuff and fear. And when people fear what they don't understand, and like I said before, it is just my opinion. Some of you are going to understand this message, some of you won't. There are people who feel as though they have to have a gender or something in order to identify themselves as far as being introduced in public. I'm gender non-conforming, and the person said I'd rather be known as they, them, or it. Now you have people who want to call themselves it because they need a label to identify themselves. Gender non-conforming. Child, why just you can't be, if you're a girl, you're a girl, if you're a boy, you're a boy, let it go with that. This is the kind of separation that we have. So suppose I'm trans today, and suppose I want to dress like a girl today, so that makes me gay or cross-dresser now. I mean, if you got rid of the labels bullshit and just do you and be happy with who you are, fuck the labels. Because at the end of the day, it's putting you in a box, and it's going to keep cutting everybody off, cutting everybody off, cutting off. Well, I thought you said you was that, I thought you said what is that. And at the end of the day, if they accept you as you are, you don't have to do the labels thing, you just do you. Hello, my name is Raven. How you doing? What's going on? Want to hang out with some fun? And there it is. All this, well, I'm gender and my bi, I mean, you addressing me as it. You know, and some people don't want to be addressed as it. Like, it means you can't figure out what the hell it is. Thing means you can't figure out what the hell it is. I just don't agree with it. It's just my opinion and stuff. And I said, like I said before, the transgender umbrella is just a bunch of oopala, bullshit. Just like when it came down to the bathroom and stuff like that. All of a sudden, everybody's going to the bathroom. It was about the trans going to the bathroom, two spirits, the dolls. It became so much of a mediocre joke that it just became like a circus. All these titles and stuff. Girls been going inside the bathroom for years, and nobody even knew it. Since we did the whole trans visibility stuff like that, people be getting fucked up pretty bad. And a lot of pretty passable girls like us, the dolls, have been murdered that I wouldn't even know was even that way and stuff. But I guarantee you, somewhere along the line, she's like, well, I'm transgender. And all they hear is, you a man. Just my opinion. If people like me want to say, well, I'm transgender, you know what, you go right ahead, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you and stuff, because I kept noticing everybody feels as though they have to, if you notice, if you go on some people's channels and stuff, they always feel like they have to identify themselves with a label. And it's like, whatever happened to your name? Wasn't that your name not a label? Was that not good enough? You know, and the thing about it is that people feel as though they have to transform into that label, and it puts you into a spot where you just can't be really you. If you just eliminate that, just be you, be a good person, be a caring person, be a person that care about other people, and don't be so selfish, have a little empathy within your heart. You know, just my opinion. Some of you are going to get it, some of you not. Some of you going to understand what I'm saying, and some of you won't, but it is what it is. Anyway, I just want to share this with you on this Saturday. And like I said before, did you transition to become a transgender? I thought you transitioned to become a woman. Did you transition to become a transgender? I thought you transitioned to become a male. So how is it that you I thought you transitioned to become a transgender? Anyway, the man said that's some government stamp. Like I said before, it's just a warning to the people. Oh my God, no one's standing in front of you. Anyway, I just want to share this with you on this Saturday and stuff. And I love the feedback on this. Do you feel as though the people have to be put in these label boxes and stuff? Do you feel as though it's fair that you just can't be M&F while you got to do all this other extra stuff? Anyway, the man said I love your feedback on this. And I want to try to love you. And I want to thank you for watching. Catch the rain.